What's up, PUBG fanatics? I'm Glass, and in this video I'm going to be diving into the details of what I felt led us to this win in this squads match of PlayerUnknowns Battlegrounds. We will be walking through the chosen drop location, looting, positioning, and a final overall reason I feel enabled us to win. This is a brand new series I'm starting, and it will go hand in hand with another series that will be titled How We Could Have Won, which will cover matches that we, or I, placed second, third, fourth, or even higher, and the things that could have been done to secure that match. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and also subscribe so you can be notified when more videos are uploaded to the channel and this series. So, first thing is our chosen drop location. A lot of you have seen the maps floating around on Reddit showing the military weapons and armor looting locations. If not, here it is. What this means, if you don't already know, is that these locations have the highest percentage chance or only chance to contain level 3 armor, sniper rifles, and high zoom scopes. Personally, I will always drop at the military base if given the opportunity. It's high risk, high reward, but if I, my partner, or my squad make it out of there, then we are probably set up and looking to close out the match. In this match, we chose to drop at Primorsk, the lower left-hand city on the map, mainly because of the trajectory of our plane. We could have tried for the school or the apartments right next to the school that's in the very center of the map, or continued along the line to Yelznaya, but this seemed like the best option for us. And just to touch on dropping and parachuting really quick, I find the best and fastest way to drop is to maintain a level drop speed until you can first see your target marker on the map and then nosedive. Your momentum will carry you forward a bit, and once your chute auto pops, you will definitely be able to land right where you want to be. Now I have edited this video to capture the important moments, and this is the first one that we come to. As you can see, I've frozen this frame to show the enemy that is across the field and approaching a teammate's house that he is looting. Communication is key, and right when I saw them, I called them out, alerted my teammate to the approaching opponent, and he was able to take him out immediately. The next thing I want to talk about real quick while we're transitioning between zones is looting. Looting is about two things in my mind: being unselfish and sticking to your strengths. If you're in a squads or duo match and you find a gun that a teammate happens to be better at using than you, pick it up or call it out and give it to them. We're talking about winning here. We're not talking about going out and trying new weapons. Normally, you always want to have a mid to long range weapon paired with a short to mid range weapon. This maximizes your efficiency and maximizes your capability as a player and as a teammate. Next thing that I want to talk about is zone transitions. Now, there's a big difference between beginning of the game zone transitions and end of the game zone transitions. Right now, we're just going to talk about beginning of the game zone transitions. We try to stay on the outside of the circle so that we choose when we funnel into the middle or when the zone forces us to funnel into the middle. That way, we're not caught from all sides at any given time by an opponent. What you see us doing right here is driving around in our UAZ, trying to find another house to loot or a place to hold up until we know where the next zone will be. Unfortunately, every house we come to, or warehouse, either looks looted or too sketchy for us to get out right now and survey. Now, sometimes we get out and go guns blazing into any location because we're just feeling like it. It's really up to you. We're playing it safe at this particular moment so we can continue the game. I cut out a lot of the driving so we could get to our next location, because it's actually a pretty important part of our win. Here's where my first 3 kills of the match happened, and there is actually quite a lot I did wrong here, and could have easily died. The first is after I call out the approaching UAZ and fire off a couple of prayer shots. I run towards a hill that is blocking my vision, even though I could still hear the UAZ approaching. As you can see, I was feet away from getting downed or flat out dying. I managed to escape death and finish off the down driver, followed by getting shots on his companion. I then checked to make sure that they were the only passengers of the car before backing off from the flaming vehicle. We eventually blew this vehicle up so it doesn't become a fail clip later. A little time goes by, and my next bad play comes up as my team spots our hopeful next victims. I decide that standing on top of the hill in the wide open, scoping towards a general direction, is the best course of action here. and I almost get downed again. I should have used peek from cover or just cover in general to scope from. Also, I froze this frame because after going back and watching it, I actually had the opposing players in my field of view and just didn't see them. After I heal up, I'm able to secure the 2 kills after a flurry of shots from my teammates and myself.
I knocked one down.
Way out there.
Knocked one out. I don't see him anymore. I knocked one out. I'm about to blow this UAZ up.
Oh, I
so
see
don't
him, I
fuck
see
us
him, I
up.
see him. He's moving now, he's moving now.
Where is he, Glass? Call it out.
Straight in the brush.
Hit a couple
Got him,
times.
knocked him out. I got him, knocked him out.
I hit one a couple times. Don't get near the UAZ. I'm gonna
Got
blow
him.
it the fuck up.
Knocked him out.
Good job.
He's dead.
Good job, Glass.
The next intense moment happens when another squad makes a grand entrance in their yellow Dacia. As soon as we see them appearing to wreck the car, my squad all decide to make a move towards them so we could try and limit the advantage they would have by having the high ground and cover from the small shed. The route I chose was because I originally assumed they would use that shed and we could pinch them, but instead they had already made it to the house. The first player was dispatched rather easily, but the next took some quick thinking. After unloading my Uzi clip, we found ourselves in an awkward dance of reloading, and seeing that I was about to lose this fight, I decided to swap weapons and hip fire my way to victory for my 5th kill. Now is a good time to talk about end game zone transitions. When the circle gets this small, I believe that your best chance of survival is to go to the area on the map where the area between the white circle and the blue circle is the smallest. I've circled it here. This gives you enough security to not have to worry too much about what is behind you instead of what's in front of you.
We can do that.
Oh yeah, and it's yellow or golden.
So, using that logic on zone transitioning, we finally make our way to the exact location that I was talking about. This area right here is all about awareness. We start having a bit of tunnel vision trying to find the player behind the tree, and we started taking shots from our right. I was able to locate the player and fire off the SKS to earn the down, and then immediately turn back to support my teammate. Yes, I could have stayed on him and killed him immediately, but this is a huge issue that I see a lot, and 9 times out of 10 I think it's a huge mistake. I could have stayed on that player to secure the kill immediately, or even went to try and loot him, but the zone was moving in, and they posed no threat to me while downed. My teammate needed me, and we knew that there was going to still be someone behind the tree. Not every down player needs to be killed immediately, or looted, or requires a lot of resources to wipe them out of the game. Sometimes it's best to just let them be, move on, stay behind cover, close to your squad, and on to the next potential threat. Still using that same logic of zone transitioning, we find ourselves at our next location. While panning around from behind cover, I notice a player off in the distance behind a broken wall. They unfortunately move into the line of fire and eat a headshot from the SKS. It's this guy on the wall.
Sounds like a car. God, I wish I had a fucking sniper this game.
This guy's
Ooh.
chilling behind this
Is that
broken
you,
wall.
Squash?
No.
That was not you shooting?
I saw someone in the southwest. No, it was not me.
I see him.
Take shots if you can. He's gonna have to move before us.
Dead.
Good job. Good job, man.
What's that at?
I hit
He's
him.
on the hill. There's a fresh level 3 helmet over here.
He threw smoke.
He's moving behind the little part of the hill there. He's moving to the top of the hill. He's prone. Yeah, he is.
He's at the top of the hill, is that what you said?
Yeah, he's prone on top of the small bit of the hill right there that's in the zone.
Oh, I see him. Finally, we make our way to the end of the game, where everything we've talked about is super important, especially communication and awareness. And trying not to potato your shots. Sometimes, if a teammate gets down and it's a risky situation near the end of the game, it's best to just leave them behind. As you can see, I almost got down right there, and there's no way my teammates would have been able to pick me up and still stay safe. But I was able to make it behind a rock and heal up. Unfortunately, another teammate got down and we had to make a call. We decided it was best to just leave him behind and carry on the game, trying to secure the win. The last part of the game is about us locating the opposing players, calling them out to our teammates, and deciding that there's 3 of us and 2 of them, so we just need to go for it. Now, I'm not saying this is the best decision in the world because these players had somewhat of a high ground, but it worked out for us. I'll just let it play out from here.
Yep, there he is.
He's down. They're dead, dude.
Hey!
2 in a row,
Woo!
boys.
I hope you've enjoyed this video, and again, leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing, if there's things you guys want to see or don't want to see. Until next time, I'm Glass. See you soon.